Chapter 3, Section 3. How Divine Races are Distributed. I assume accordingly that thou askest a solution of that matter of which thou seemest to be in doubt, namely, as the gods dwell only in heaven, why are invocations at the theurgic rites directed to them as being of the earth and underworld? This position, which is thus assumed at the beginning, namely, that the gods traverse heaven only, is not true, for the universe is full of them. But thou then demandest, how is it that although possessing power unlimited, undivided, and unrestricted, some of them are mentioned as being of the water and of the atmosphere, and that others are allotted by definite limitation to different places and distinct parts of bodies? If they are actually separated by circumscribed limitations of parts, and according to diversities of places and subject bodies, how will there be any union of them one to another? One most excellent solution of all these, and an infinite number of similar questions, is by a survey of the manner in which the gods are allotted. This, then, is the explanation. Whether the allotment be to certain parts of the universe, as to heaven or earth, whether to holy cities and regions, whether to certain temple precincts or sacred images, the divine irradiation shines upon them all from the outside, just as the sun illuminates every object from without with his rays. Hence, as the light encompasses the objects that it illuminates, so also the power of the gods comprehends from without those that participate of it. In like manner, also, as the light of the sun is present in the air without being combined with it, and it is evident that there is nothing left in the air when the illuminating agent is removed, although warmth is still present when the heating has entirely ceased, so also the light of the gods shines while entirely separate from the objects illuminated, and, being firmly established in itself, makes its way through all existing things. Still further, the light that is the object of perception is one, continuous, and everywhere the same entirety, so that it is not possible for a part of it to be cut off by itself, or to be enclosed in a circle, or at any time to remove itself from the source of illumination. According to the same principles, therefore, the whole universe, being susceptible of division, is distinguished with reference to the one and indivisible light of the gods. In short, this light is one and the same everywhere, and is not only present, undivided, with all things that are capable of participating of it, but it, likewise, by an absolute power and by an infinite superiority, fills all things as a cause, joins them together in itself, unites them everywhere with itself, and combines the ends with the beginnings. The whole heaven, including with it the universe imitating this, goes around in a circular revolution, unites all to itself, and leads the elements whirling in a circle. And all things, being in one another and borne towards one another, it holds them together and defines their equal proportions, and guiding them to the remotest distances, makes the ends combine with the beginnings, as for example the earth with the sky, and effects a sole connection and according of wholes with wholes. Who then that contemplates the visible image of the gods, thus united as one, will not have too much reverence for the gods, its causes, to entertain a different judgment, and to introduce among them artificial divisions, arbitrary distinctions, and corporeal outlines? I, for one, do not think that anyone would be so disposed, for if there is neither any analogy nor scheme of proportion, nor interblending in respect to power or simple energy of that which is set in order with that which sets in order, then I say that there is nothing existing in it, either of extension or in regard to distance, or of encompassing locally, or of division by due setting apart, or of any other such natural equalizing of qualities in the presence of the gods with beings inferior in their nature. For in natures that are homogeneous in essence and power, or that are in some manner of similar form or alike in race, there can be perceived an encompassing or holding fast. But in the case of those that are totally exempt from all these conditions, what opposing circumstance in respect to these things, or pathway through them all, or separate outline, or encompassing in some prescribed space, or anything of this kind, can be justly conceived? On the other hand, I think that they who are partakers of the gods are every one of such a nature as to partake of them according to their own intrinsic quality, some as of the other, others as of the atmosphere, and others as of the water, which the technique of the divine performances recognizes, and so makes use of the adaptations and invocations according to such a classification. Footnote 7. Plato affirms this in the Epinomis. It is heaven that we should honor, says he. It is the cause of all benefits to us. Abaman doubtless alludes to Ra, of the Egyptian pantheon, who was regarded as the source of light, and also as being the whole heaven united as one icon and personality. Footnote 8. Proclus reiterates this declaration, so often insisted upon, that the superior nature and essence can receive nothing from one that is inferior. Footnote 9. Intelligent readers will understand from what has been said that as the gods are spiritual essences, the partaking of them, or in other words, of their irradiation, is analogous to the partaking of light. The luminance itself is in no way affected, but the partaker is filled with and pervaded by it. Footnote 10. This is the theurgic rite. This theurgy, says Thomas Taylor, is doubtless the same as the magic of Zoroaster, which was no black art, but a peculiar mode of worship. So much may be stated in regard to the distribution of the superior races in the world.